Hey everybody, welcome to how to make a Stratocaster trim float. We have a US Stratocaster, I'm not sure the year, we'll look in a minute. He was in here, I want to say about 10 months ago, and he wanted the bridge decked, so dive only or synchronous. And let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, so we have ourselves a standard Stratocaster. It's synchronous only. He had it set up, like I said, 10 months ago. It is a 2019. It's got a nice satin neck. Looks to be in still pretty good shape. And we're going to set it up to float. Our strings are going to be the Stay in Tune from Akron, Ohio, 10 to 46, your standard Strat set. What do we need to make it float? What do you need to set up a Stratocaster? That might be your question. You need something like this here. Skyscraper blocks, they come in different sizes, thicknesses. So we've got to pick one of those that work. We'll need a 0.05 Imperial hex, and we need a 10 thou feeler gauge. And you want, if this is the first time you're setting this up, you'll want a 8. You want to set your first fret string height to between 18 and 22 at the max. So we added a fourth spring last time to keep the bridge down, and we're going to take that spring out. I'm also backing this up pretty good. Alright, so pull this one out, put it in the middle. There we go. So I know people like to set them up with the outer ones here and mount it out here, so you get this sort of chicken foot look, but with this you're getting equal pull on the string. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these string ends out of here. First thing we do is we get this, since it's going to float, you want to lubricate all of your moving parts. So we're going to drop some of this super lube onto the stud. So it goes all the way around. Put some on the knife edge. Put that back in place. Okay. So we're kind of prepped there. I want to go ahead and polish these frets up just a little bit, and we're going to put, we're going to be using, and we're not sponsored or anything, but we're going to use Big Ben's nut sauce. Hope you can see that. On the top of the saddles and in the nut slot, which is a bone nut, and on the string tree. Everywhere where the string makes contact, or wherever there's any sort of contact, friction point, I guess you'd say. Alright everybody, so we're strung up, as you can see, and I've got my skyscraper block in here exactly where I want it. And I'm going to put a piece of tape so that if it moves, I'll know where it moved to. So we'll just put it here, level with the trim block, so we know exactly where it belongs. There we go. And how you find out where it belongs is you want 1/8 of an inch under the plate of the trim to the point, see it bends, in case you can see that, how this kind of curves under. You want to measure it on the flat part underneath. So right where the thing levels off, that's where you want your 1/8. And you could be a little tighter if you want to be, because yeah, I've got tape here, so that tape is making it a little tighter. So our block is exactly where we want it. We get rid of this tape. The fret rocker is 1/8 of an inch thick. So then what you do is you back the, and I already moved it, stay there. Okay, so you're going to back your screws out. So it stays pretty in place. Now we can tune up our guitar. So the block is still in there pretty firmly, hasn't moved. Alright, so we have our 1/8 inch. We have just a hair over 4/64 across the radius. And my neck is a little flat. It's more like 7 thousandths. So I'm going to release the truss rod a little bit, and then we're going to let it sit, because I had to tighten the truss rod quite a bit. So lefty loosey. Hello everybody, we're back here with this American Strat, and I've been goofing with it for a couple days now, on and off. Had a family emergency and stuff like that, but that's currently under control, I guess. But I've been trying to get this guitar to behave itself, and I'm having difficulty with the string buzz. I've took it as high as 6/64s, which is too high for a Strat. That's too high for a bass, actually, in some instances. So I'm going to say I have a ruler, which is my 1/8 inch anyhow, underneath the tailpiece. So I got my skyscraper block out of there, and I was able to take my string tension loose here. Got these string holder awayers. Now I need to get my Fender scale, come on off there. There we go. Fender scale notch straight edge, and we're going to make this truss rod straight, because I think we have so high frets. I hate to see that, but it is what it is. Last time we were together, we were going to make this neck flat, and we had our 1/8 inch Stumac wrench, which you see has these little ball end on it. And I was searching high and low and I couldn't find it, but the actual Fender wrench had disappeared on me. So I was digging through things and came across this wrench, and last time we were here we were loosening, and this is a 1/8 inch, if you can see that right there by my finger. It's a 1/8 inch wrench, which is what this is. This is a 1/8 inch wrench, but notice it's flat on the end. It's chopped off. There's no ball. So I said, I'm going to try and see if this works, and sure enough, it grabs, and I was able to level out the neck. So these are fine most of the time, but if you get them in there and with this collar, it can cause this to be out of place. And with that little ball there, compared to like the 5 or the 4mm, which is considerably larger and more grip area, I thought I had stripped out the truss rod hole. I put this in it, and it goes deep enough where it grabs. So just got off the phone with Buddy, and he says, yeah, let's go ahead and do the fret level and crown. And I'm looking at this. And somewhere here I have my little, that's it. This is a 4/4,000ths feeler gauge. And I want to make sure I'm getting this neck completely flat. The wood, not the frets. So I have a little bit of a bow here where it's slipping under. So it means we want to tighten that just a hair, or do we? Slipping in there. Slipping under there pretty good. There. 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 So we need to make this a little bit straighter. So I'm going to take this and we're going to try not to break anything. We're going to give this one little, it doesn't like to move very well. Let's see if we can get a different angle. Alright. See, it grabs pretty good. Alright. That feels considerably better. There we go. I think we got it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and check the frets and mark our high frets. I think our 8th fret was high on the treble side. No. Yep. Not the 8th. 6th. Okay. It's high there. Let me just get a piece of tape. Well, I get my marker. Does this work? Is this on? Yeah, that works. Alright. Does it go all the way across? Okay. It behaves itself right there. Okay. Next one. 20th fret is wibbly wobbly almost all the way across. It's good right there, but the rest of the way, it's no good. Alright. A little bit there. And here over. It makes me think it just came up. Remember, this is American Pro Stratocaster, so you wouldn't expect that. But after doing this for so many years, I'm not surprised by anything. Now that's showing that the 20th fret down here is a little high, but who cares? That means the 22nd fret isn't high. I guess we could tippy tap on that anyhow. Alright, so we have here almost a whole fret, about 2/3 of a fret, and about 1/3 of a fret there. We do have slight dents in the cowboy chord area, but if I don't have to do a full level in the crown, I'm not going to. Now I've got these little pieces of wood down here. And got a little hammer. I'm not going to hit the fret with the hammer. I'm going to hit the wood with the hammer. Where'd my rocker go to this? Alright. I think that may have done it. I think that solved it. Let's try the next one. A little bit of whack all the way across. That's still rocking a little bit, but not there, and not there. Let's hit it in the middle. Hot diggity dog. Alright, one last one. Actually, I'm not feeling it now. Yeah, there it is. It's not quite as wide as I thought. And I want to check on both sides of this. Okay. I don't have to level and crown, I don't want to. We got it. You always check the adjacents to make sure you didn't sink it too low. Boom, chakalaka. So I'm going to polish these back up again. I'm going to string it back up and hope we got what we came for. We have our Strat set up to 10 thou relief after finding the right end without the bobule at the end. 10 thou, we're at 4/64 all the way across at the 17th fret. Intonation, the only thing I had to do from the last time it was here is move the A saddle forward just a hair, and everything's intonated. We're going to let it sit on the on the stand, but just to see what we did here. No fret buzz. Alright, so wow, what a game changer, man. I was telling Buddy that be prepared to go and take it to somebody who's got a little more game than I do when it comes to pulling the walnut plug out and pulling out the truss rod end and replacing it with one that's not stripped out. And we found the end wrench that didn't have the rounded end on it, like these have. That little ball there. And we're back in business. All we got to do is pick up height and take the skyscraper block out of the back, clean it up, and we're ready to go. Wow, thank God. And so I'm going to sit it on the stand, since we did do the cranking with the truss rod back and forth to get it flat, and then tightening it to just adjust to having 10 thousandths of relief. We're going to set it on the stand overnight and let it acclimate, and we have to take our skyscraper block out. And we don't just yank this out, we have to screw these in. So unfortunately I have to do it with the guitar resting like this and it facing me. You can't see it. So I'm going to just tighten the claw in that way until the block falls out. Okay, the block is out. Now we have to check the tuning on the two E strings. So let's do that. Just a little flat. And just a little flat. So we're going to screw it in about one more turn. I'm not touching the tuning machines. Okay, we got our low E. Almost got our high E. There we go. Our intonation's good. only thing we got to do yet is pickup height, but I think that should be the same from last time. Could be slightly different though. Here we go. Right in front of you guys. Good. And good. The only thing that hasn't moved is the pickup height. No noise in the controls. I'll do this for a while more and make sure that everything stays in tune, and we're going to call this video done. I want to thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair, and if you have a bass or guitar you need brought up to par, bring it in here. We'll get you set up. Just send us an instant message on the Facebooks, or my phone number's on the Facebook group Stringman Guitars. Love the old folks because they're special. Love your neighbor like you love yourself, and most of all, you have yourself a great night. Peace.